I could do that. So what happened last time we went through with her, what's her face's plan with her
Her name was Gaffna.
Gaffna. Yeah, we went through with Gaffna's plan, hoping to maybe use a sending message to that Knight of Bane who had a crush on Neris.
Jorah Alton.
Yeah, Jorah. Yep, that's his name. Yep, Jorah Alton. I had it in my notes. I just had to go look it. But to try to tell him about the bomb that we planted in hopes that him and his colleagues would find the bomb and somehow deactivate it as we were rushing to the gates. And then when we got to the other side of the gates, our plan failed. Gaffna's plan succeeded. Blew up the town, or at least
the entire city of Eltabar.
Yeah,
nearly the entire city. The blast was bigger than you thought.
Yeah, we pretty much slaughtered an entire city, or nuked it with the barrel full of rune powder. And then as we were retreating into the woods, the two guards that let us out, it definitely got the Red Wizard's attention. We were able to run away in time to avoid the Red Wizards, but the two guards unfortunately got caught by the Red Wizards, and only God knows what horrors they ended up experiencing in the hands of the Red Wizards. And then we regrouped with Gaffna, and then we met with
Sirana.
Her name, yes, her name is Sirana, and she stands right here before you.
And we showed her the key that her simulacrum in our time gave us, and she was happy about that and intrigued, and she led us to this kind of medium dimension, and where there's that colorful portal, and told us about the Doomvault and how the black gates and the white gates. And the black gates, we can go through them, but we can't go back through them. Like, we can't exit the same way we came in different parts of the Doomvault through the same black gate. So if we wanted to go out, we'd have to find a different black gate. We can't use basically what she said was you can't consecutively use the same black gate twice.
Yes, that's correct. That's the gist of it, yep.
And of course there's a tabaxi on the one side named Mogwai, who's happy to sell us stuff or buy stuff from us.
Okay, so no, that's an excellent synopsis for the inspiration, but I'll fill some things in. So as you recall, you guys went through with the plan of setting off the rune powder explosive. It has caused devastating destruction in Eltabar, nearly destroying half the city, killing untold number of people in the city, good, evil, whatever. It doesn't make a difference. Once you did that, you were able to, you did kind of like a half-hearted attempt to stop it at the end, but the plan you conceived was that you wanted to send a message to a man who was trying to hit on you. Not knowing exactly where this man would even be at this time, and just kind of vaguely tell him that there's a bomb somewhere, and when you have a 10-minute fuse. So naturally that didn't really work. The bomb went off. But now that the bomb's gone off, Gaffna was good to her word. She connected you with Sirana. You guys have you guys went with Sirana. Sirana has transported all of you through her portal into this kind of demi-pocket plane. This place is called the Gatehouse. It is the entranceway into the Doomvault. It is Sirana's own creation. And it is not inside the Doomvault itself, but the portal before you will take you into the Doomvault. Sirana has kind of given you the basics of how you're going to be able to go into the Doomvault. The situation is this: the Doomvault is heavily guarded. It is a high security area, It houses some of the most precious secrets of the Wizards of Thay. So naturally, it's very difficult to get in there. However, luckily, Cyrana is the wizard that has created essentially the security system of the Doomvault, and she is probably the only wizard who knows how to sabotage the security systems to send you in. But she gives you a heavy warning when you get inside that you have to be careful in the kind of how much commotion you raise, and also whether how you use the teleportation gates. If you don't use the gates properly, you will raise the alarm in a way that she can't prevent. So Cyrana stands before this portal, and she reaches inside her pack and she takes out a beautiful silver goblet. The silver goblet levitates in her hands, and she raises it, and she says, with this artifact, we can suppress the shell of divination magic that I have created within the Doomvault, so that when you enter, no one will know that you are there unless you raise the alarm by other means. You will be safe unless someone inside the Doomvault with access to the alarm raises it, or if you do not use the glyph keys properly and you repeatedly use a black gate, in which case the alarm will automatically be raised, and red wizard patrols will enter the Doomvault by default. So she warns you the kind of things you do that will raise the alarm, so you're kind of aware. If you spend too much time in a certain spot in a Doomvault, that'll raise an alarm. Too much time meaning you're spending more than like 6 hours in the same place in a Doomvault. If you try to access a black gate right after you've come through the black gate, that'll raise the alarm as well. She says the magic we use to suppress the alarm in the Doomvault, she says, must require intense concentration. And she says this is why my compatriots are here. They all serve me, and we are all under the same belief that the red wizards are astray, that Zaztem must fall. And she looks at all the other 5 red wizards, and she nods at them, and they all kind of surround the portal. And you guys are looking at them, and it appears that they are all casting the same spell in unison. And you realize what they're doing is red wizard circle magic. This is a type of arcane power known most only to the red wizards. Extremely powerful because what it does is it combines the spell slots of all the red wizards involved to cast powerful magical enchantments. So this is something that you probably know of, but you've never seen before. To harness this much power at one time. And Cyrana says all of our concentration must be focused in together to lift the wards and keep them and keep the security from noticing you. She says, but however, there's only a finite amount of time that we can maintain this concentration. If we attempt to maintain this concentration for 6 hours or more, it'll become difficult. And she kind of looks at you, kind of making sure you understand you don't have an unlimited amount of time to mess around in there. You need to find another black gate the minute you get in there. And she makes sure that everyone understands that.
Understood.
And she says, but before I open the portal, she says, there's something I believe you may want to see, if you are so interested. She says, "Do you want to see Eltabar? Do you want to see what has happened in the wake of the destruction? I can show you."
Sure.
So she waves her hand over this summoning pool using her divination magic, and when you look into it, there a small portal opens, and it's only a visual portal. It appears that there's some sort of arcane eye or something along those lines that is floating around, and you can see from above, it is floating above the city of Eltabar, and you see pretty much half the city is gone, utterly gone. It's just a crater. The eye floats down a little bit further, and you can see the exact spot where the bomb had gone off. It appears that there are dozens of red wizards all clustered in that spot. They are busy casting their own version of circle magic. You can't tell what exactly they're doing or what kind of magic they're using, but it appears that they're very invested in doing something in that exact spot. Because of the amount of arcane energy, it's interfering with what the eye can see. Then the eye turns around to other parts of the city, and you can see you see Nyarush standing out there. He's giving a speech, and surrounding him are hundreds of citizens of Eltabar. They are all in they're different citizens mixed together. There are nobles, there are slaves, there are commoners. They're all kind of grouped together, and it looks like they're rioting. And you can see that Nyarush Zamaroth, that guy you met before, he has his police force just trying to hold him back, and he's trying to give a speech, but his speech is being drowned out by the rioting of all the people around him. And Nyarush says, "As you can see, as the new Tharkion of Eltabar, I will succeed where my predecessor has failed. You can see that his weakness has caused untold destruction. Under my leadership, we will root out the resistance that is responsible for this devastation." But as he says this, you notice that the entire crowd, they're completely against him. People are throwing rotting vegetables. They're throwing things at him. Yeah, so somebody tried to fire an arrow at him, and he can't even complete his speech before he is booed down. You can see that on the streets, it is complete chaos. Stores are being looted. People are being beat up. The Property Corps has been... many Property Corps members are just being targeted by these citizens. They are killing them and then stringing them up. It is an absolute revolution. And Serana says, "It appears that Gafna's plan is succeeding. Eltabar is in open revolt. Thay is about to undergo a civil war. What has happened here is also happening in other parts of Thay, in Surthay, in Pyridos, even in High Thay itself. Dissent has swept Thay like a plague." He says, what you have done, for better or worse, will make history. She kind of looks at you. She says, "But what's this?" And the eye really tries hard to focus in on the red wizard circle that is surrounding that area where the bomb went off. The problem is there's a powerful magical interference that's preventing the eye from seeing exactly what's going on. But you can see that these red wizards are harnessing extremely powerful divine energies. She says, "Something is coming." And as you watch, you notice that surrounding these red wizards, these portals start opening up. These portals don't look anything like the arcane portals that Serana has been using. They are these purple-looking portals that appear to be some sort of vortex. And as the portal opens up, these warriors, these bizarre-looking warriors, start jumping out of the portals and engaging the red wizards in battle. You're too far away to actually distinguish who these people are, but there's a lot of stuff going on around. And as Serana tries to move the arcane eye closer and closer, one of these warriors runs up and smashes the eye, and the entire pool flashes in a bright flash of light, and her vision is lost. And kind of she looks completely shocked. She says, "There's something else that has occurred. There's something that has been summoned there." She says, "I must look into this." But regardless, it is time for you to undergo your quest. Are you prepared?
Yeah, since I've been planning on doing this, I just waited until we was getting right into it, but with any sorcery points I have left over and spell slots, I want to cast extended aid before we take our rest, which will extend the spells which will extend aid to 16 hours.
Okay, you can place the aid effect on everybody.
And then I want to, according to how much I have left, I mean, we haven't really been using magic or anything, but I'm going to upcast aid.
You guys have spent several days in this pocket gatehouse preparing for entrance into the Doomvault, so you guys are going in fully rested, obviously.
Alright, do I still get that inspiration for that synopsis?
Yeah, of course.
Alright, thank you.
It did not add the points, it doesn't look like.
What points are you talking about?
For aid, the extra hit points.
Yeah, mine went up.
Oh, did it? Okay, never mind then.
Mine.
Yeah, so the issue is if you upcast aid, you have to change the script.
I did.
Okay.
I changed it to 10 instead of 5 because I did as a 3, and then I also cast on myself. This is if I have, which obviously I have points and stuff like that, but extended mage armor.
Do you cast aid on yourself because you don't have the effect on yourself?
Yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, that's right.
So when you cast aid, it should automatically just increase your max 10, and you should actually see that reflected in your character sheet as well, because that's part of the Mad Nomad extended character sheet. Mm-hmm. So you should actually see it reflected inside the character sheet.
And then also, if I have enough sorcery points, I want to cast extended death ward.
Well, you tell me if you have enough sorcery points. I'm not keeping track of it.
I do now because I haven't used any. Yeah. I've got 12 altogether.
No,
so, anyway.
all of your resources are recharged before you go into the Doomvault. You guys were given several days of rest here.
Right. So I'm what I'm going to say before we rested, before we went in there, so that all my sorcerer points and stuff will be recharged before we go in. In other words, just before we take our last long rest before going in, that's when I would cast
Yeah, you can do that, of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can do that. I know what you're saying because your spell is extended beyond the long rest that you're going to take to recharge it.
Right.
So, of course,
16 altogether. And because Death Ward's a 4, I'll probably only be able to cast 2 of them. So I'll just cast them on Tolan and Doorlock. And I think I'm ready.
All right, so Sirana, you can see that she's she and her circle of red wizards, they're really focusing their concentration, using an extreme amount of concentration as this goblet floats to the center of the portal. The silver goblet lights up the portal, and she says, and she starts incanting her magical spell, and the entire circle incants at the same time. She says, with the power of this artifact, we will disable the wards. She says, and the portal will open. She says, I'm afraid the only attunement I had to offer you was an attunement to a place called the Abyssal Prisons, the Fiendish Arena. I do not know where this is, as the Doomvault has changed since the last time I was allowed to enter. So you are on your own once you enter. But if you're lucky and you can find a communication device inside the Doomvault, you may be able to speak to me from there. You will know when one of these communication devices exist.
Cool.
Would a sending spell work as well, meow meow?
She says, unfortunately, the Doomvault is surrounded by a shell of anti-magic. No magic in, no magic out. The only magic that the only magic that exists inside the Doomvault is the artificial weave that has been created inside it. She says. She also says, for if you even summoning creatures inside the Doomvault, they work in very peculiar ways. If you have a holy artifact in which the divinity of your deity exists, then you can summon allies within that holy artifact. But otherwise, summoning from other planes is impossible. So he said, so Neris, he's pretty much telling you you can summon your angel because your holy artifact has a piece of that divinity inside of it, so you can summon it from there. But you can't.
That makes sense.
Anti-magic disallows any form of magic with two exceptions. One is magic directly from magic that is directly from a deity, not somebody who worships a deity, but directly from the deity itself. And the other exception is, I think, specific artifacts that emanate its own weave of magic. Other than that, anti-magic makes spells and magic and teleportation impossible. So inside the Doomvault, you can teleport from place to place, but you cannot teleport from inside to outside the Doomvault, except with these portals that Serana holds open. I mean, this is the security system. Otherwise, you're going to have people from Avernus invading the Doomvault, trying to loot it.
So is the Doomvault considered like a separate plane?
It is.
So if we banish something from the Doomvault, it won't come back?
No, the Doomvault has a physical plane. It has a physical place. It is beneath the Thay Mount, like hundreds of miles beneath the Thin Mount. But also, it is self-contained.
It's on the prime material plane, but it's kind of a subplane, maybe.
Yeah, it is also a self-contained magical plane. Mm-hmm. If you banish inside the Doomvault, you cannot banish to another plane, so that monster will reappear inside the Doomvault.
I mean, even if it's a Thay or
doesn't
something
matter.
of that nature?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You can't get out of the Doomvault. So banishment spell won't work properly.
But I mean, it'll still banish, but it'll come back when its time limit's up.
It'll come back in the Doomvault. It's not going to go back to the Thay plane or whatever, just because you can't get out of the Doomvault.
Well, that's good to know.
Obviously, Serana explains that to you, knowing how kind of certain magic spells. She also warns you that red wizards inside the Doomvault have direct access to the weave. They can do abilities otherwise impossible.
Yeah, that sucks. Home field advantage, I guess.
You don't know what they are, and you're not sure what exactly they are. She tells you they can directly manipulate the weave and turn your own magic spells against you sometimes.
Mm-mm.
So just be careful before you engage in conflict with a red wizard down there. She says because of what's happening in Eltabar, security is very scarce. This is the perfect time to enter the Doomvault. She says many of the red wizards are preoccupied with dealing with whatever's going on in Eltabar. She says the only red wizards that are left are the ones that are already working the Doomvault, and they don't expect any intruders.
Well, that's good. At least there's some good news.
Will casting spells beyond 4th level get their attention in the Doomvault? Meow meow.
Says I doubt it. The red wizards that are working inside the Doomvault presently are already using very powerful arcane energies.
But if someone that's not a red wizard is casting that kind of magic, meow meow, will that get their attention?
She says that is not part of the security matrix. They don't even expect people who are not red wizards to be able to enter and use magic. She says the entire surveillance system inside the Doomvault was actually created by myself. I am suppressing all of those surveillances so that you may enter.
Well, thank you, meow meow.
You're coming through really good today.
Yeah, you
Tiny.
are. So she begins her enchantment, and the entire circle, the 6-person circle, creates a link, creates a weave link between them as their arcane energies kind of commingle and amplify each other. The warding spell creates a shimmering barrier around the portal, and then the portal opens up. All you have to do is step through. So this little portal is it's kind of a water. It's this liquid, but the liquid is you can see the bottom of it. It's only like ankle deep liquid. The portal opens in the middle of it, and you all you have to do is step through. She says, "Good luck. You'll need it."
All right.
Well, you guys ready to enter this portal and get this thing going?
Yeah, I want to get this trip over with.
Yeah.
This trip. I'm ready.
I'm ready. So we just step into the portal?
You step into the portal.
Well, we're suffocating inside a wall.
Yeah. I'm just dealing with a little bit of lagginess. I don't know why it's happening.
Huh.
I'm hoping that this lagginess will clear up, because there's something going on here. Okay, it looking good, because I have another. It's a map. I have to bring up a new map, but I don't want to bring it up if it's lagging. So you guys step through the portal, and momentarily you're completely blinded by by a bright light. As the light begins to fade, you feel beneath your feet a stone floor, and the area that you've warped through starts coming into view. First thing you notice as you look around is you're in a dank cell. You start hearing sounds of combat all around you. You're not really sure where the sounds of combat are coming from, but there's clearly a really big battle going on.
Oh.
I immediately draw one of my rapiers.
As your eyes adjust out of the blinding light, you take a look around you, and you realize that you're in this square room. You look around, and there's scorched and shattered plaster that shows faint signs of frescoes that were once covered along the walls in this rectangular room. You see above you, there's a half-dozen ruined chandeliers that hang from a cracked ceiling. You guys come out of the northeast corner of the room, which is the black gate that you just went through. You look around, and there are a lot of undead just standing there. They don't seem to be immediately attacking. They all turn around to look at you, confused. One of these undead comes up to you. You look at this creature closely, and it appears to be clearly a vampire, very emaciated-looking vampire, very skinny in rags, but with sharp teeth and glowing eyes that you guys have encountered this enough where you recognize this creature as a vampire. The creature comes over to you, halfway crawling on hands and feet, but then stands up to speak to you. And the creature looks around at its undead compatriots. Clearly, these compatriots are in this creature's control. And as the creature approaches you, it says, "Who are you? Who are you?" They are not immediately attacking. They appear to be more interested in figuring out who the hell you are and how you got in here. So out of this room, there is a small hallway that has stairs leading down. Obviously, you can't see what's beyond the stairs because of the angle you guys are in. These undead are kind of surrounding you. But from that hallway, you hear all this battling. You hear this combat. You hear screams of undead monsters. There's something going on in the room beyond.
Right. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, Colin is currently wearing one of the red robe, with his red robe that we found down there.
Yes, I understand that.
And I'll step forward, even though I'm short, and say, "We're here to inspect the Doomvault. What do you think we're here to do?"
The vampire creature looks you up and down. As
he does that, I say, "Yeah, I know I'm short. It was an experiment that went wrong."
I love that.
Kind of short for a stormtrooper.
You may roll a deception, and regardless, you get an inspiration for a creative bluff.
To use on the roll, or
well, you choose if you want to use it whenever you want. The creature, when you say this to the creature looks at your red robes, and then the creature bows, puts his knees on the ground, and puts his hands down. Master, yes, master. The undead back off.
What's going on down the hall?
He says, "Arena battle. Ism has found a new vessel."
Yeah, it's
You guys are kind of looking at each other like, who the hell?
So I nudge Tola and I say, "See if you can convince them to go down there and start taking out the other combatants."
I will ask, instead of doing that, I will tell them, "Lead the way, show us to the arena. We want to see what's going on."
So the other undead back off because they're pretty mindless. They're like zombie type undead. Only I could move them without lagging. Too many damn tokens. Okay, I'm gonna move the other undead out of the way. The white and the zombies and that little quasit that's hanging out here as well. They move to allow you through. And this creature, then she stands up and she says, "I am Eldrath, here to serve your master." And the creature leads you down the hallway. There's an invisible trigger door thing, so I have to open that up. Oh, I did not realize it was going to lag this much because the maps are insanely big.
It's interesting because it doesn't seem like it's lagging on my end then.
Dolrak, you check your belongings and you look at the tier saloon. the tear of Saloon dimly begins to light. You know just instinctively the tear of Saloon is trying to tell you something very important. There is a chosen of Saloon somewhere here in the Doomvault. Just like the four of you.
Might be in the arena.
Maybe, but it's not like a homing device. It's not like it gets stronger when you get close to it. The only way you're going to find out if something's a chosen of Saloon is you have to go up to that creature and have the tear of Saloon attuned to it. So there's no way for you to tell unless you can get really close to a creature. So I'm going to switch this off, switch this on. Another big cluster of things going on. So you guys follow this vampire. If only I can move the vampire. Wow, I didn't realize it would lag this much. Okay, there we go. Not only is that, she's also doing cartwheels.
Yes, she is. That's very impressive.
She wanted to show you her vampire acrobatic skills.
So,
yeah, give me a second.
Yeah,
give me a second. I'm about to. I'm gonna...
Did you let the rest of us know quietly about the Tear of Saloon thing?
Yeah, I turned to my compatriots and I was like, hey, your Saloon seems like it's trying to give me a message that there's possibly another chosen one down here with us. Keep an eye out.
You guys certainly were not expecting that, because the Saloon has given. You took a lot of pains for you to find the three chosen from the four. So you guys walk into a huge room. You look around and you think that this area is built like it might have previously been some sort of temple. There's many columns all over this room that is holding up this high ceiling. Around the room there are multiple rotting tapestries that show foul, demonic creatures tormenting humanoids in a scenes of slaughter and sacrifice to demon gods. At the center of this vast room, there's a stone floor that has been hewn down roughly, like by some creatures. It's been kind of hewn down to create a 20-foot pit. The pit is covered with entrails and gory remains of slaughter. On the south end of this pit stands what a humanoid-looking gentleman. This guy is clearly not undead just by the glowing eyes and his sharp teeth. You think that he's probably a vampire of some sort. He sits there with his hands on his hips, watching the carnage inside the pit. In the pit, you see absolute carnage. You see a whole bunch of defenseless humans. They look like prisoners. They're in rags, and they are armed with these shoddy quarterstaffs, trying to defend themselves against this horrific-looking demon creature. Among all those people, you see one figure that really stands out to you. It's an elven female. She looks like she's in dire straits, very badly injured by this creature, but it appears that she is trying to defend these other prisoners against this creature, while this creature is slaughtering these other prisoners. And she looks frantic. She is armed with a pair of scimitars, and she's frantically trying to fight this creature, and looks like she's losing the battle. She's badly wounded. She's scarred all over. And she screams out, "By the will of Celine Moonbow, you will die, fiend!" And she starts fighting this creature, while this vampire-looking dude sits back, laughing. "Yes, more blood! More blood!"
So I yell, "Stop this immediately!" And I look at Torn, I say, Master Gandalf, I think that's the one we're looking for.
Master Gandalf.
Well, I'm just made up a name for the Red Wizard.
So when you scream this out, the gentleman that appears to be the master of this area, clearly this is Isam that the other vampire was talking about. He turns to you guys. He raises his hand, and when he does so, it appears everybody in the arena freezes, as if under some sort of spell. Like, even that woman, that elven woman in there who was trying to be heroic and defend these prisoners, she freezes. Involuntarily, can't move at all. And he kind of turns to all of you quizzingly. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't you know what's going on outside? There's been a major attack on Thay. We were sent here to search out people that may know what's going on and who may have attacked it. That elven lady there, looks like the one that we're looking for to interrogate.
What? My prisoner, Salendra? No, cannot be. You are the one. You Red Wizards are the ones who gave her to me to properly indoctrinate and to prepare.
Yes, well, we have new information from the outside. Don't you know what's going on? We lost an entire city, you fool.
He comes up to you. He walks up to you guys. And since you're the one talking to him, Gray, he looks at you.
Who's Gray? I don't know who Gray is.
Gray, I'm sorry, I keep...
Well, I used to be.
You used to be. Neris, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Neris, you feel this creature intruding upon your mind. The creature digs deep into your mind and starts finding out the truth of who you guys really are.
Someone will cast Toll the Dead and yell at him, "Who do you think you're doing?"
He knows. Unfortunately, he knows you're pretending. He has ripped the information out of Neris's mind. So are you gonna start combat?
Well, he's casting Toll of the Dead, so I guess that's...
All right. We will go into combat. This is going to be... I'm a little bit scared about what's going to happen because of all the tokens, but let's try this. Everybody roll initiative.
God. I guess I'm not starting first.
Okay, those undead in the room behind you, they get activated. So I'm gonna make sure everybody is in initiative, and we're gonna have a massive combat here. I'm a little bit scared about Fantasy Grounds imploding on us, but let's give it a try. So Tolan, I will allow you to cast your spell as an action to initiate combat, and then after that you can continue to take your turn. So go ahead and cast the Toll the Dead you were planning to do. He does fail. This is a vampire, and he doesn't take much damage from necrotic.
Well, I was just trying to do a warning to like tell him to back off.
No, unfortunately, the issue is Neris failed the detected thoughts, and the creature knows your secret, and you're not going to be able to fool him that you're a red wizard anymore. Okay, so we have a massive combat. First to go is the white. The white. Let me see. Got 30 foot of speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Luckily, he does not have the speed to get up to you guys and attack. So he's going to run all the way up until he is right adjacent to Tiny. But he has to double run on his turn and cannot attack. We have the prisoner. Now the combat inside the arena continues. So the prisoner, he is pathetic. All he's got is his little club. He's gonna run up to this this horrible demon and club it with his +2, with his whopping +2 attack bonus. I'm not even sure I should even run these prisoners. And they're just club. Oh, he hits it.
Ooh, wow.
He hits the rock. Very nice. So the rock is up. Oh,
So it looks like it's immune to resist bludgeoning.
oh yes. This creature has a lot of resistances. Despite being smacked with a club, it barely touches this creature. Creature turns around angrily. Releasing a spore of death cloud. So, with his 15-foot radius, he's going to be able to get everybody down here, just about. Let me... So, I did promise you guys insane tactical combat. That's exactly what we're dealing with down here in the Doomvault. Okay, 15-foot radius is going to hit everybody down here. So he might just, with this 15-foot radius, kill everybody. Let's see how well he does. Everybody rolls a Constitution saving throw. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I can't believe I'm that much of an idiot. I used the wrong targeting. It's the Vrock that needs to target everybody, not this creature. Not this guy. Why am I still doing this? Here we go. Yeah, so I'm getting a lot of lag and slowness that I was not expecting before, so that's why things are slower than they should be. I hope we're going to be alright.
That will be fine.
Well, what's going to happen is just the combat's going to take forever. That's the only difference. Okay, Constitution saving throw for everybody.
Jeez.
Whoa, most of them succeeded. We got a bunch of failure. About half succeeded, half failed. They are under a poison cloud.
Oh, that's alright.
Ism is up next. He runs up directly to you, Dolrak. Multi-attacks with his bites. He misses you on a first bite. he gets you on the second bite. Dolrak, you are not only are you taking this damage, but you also get grappled as he jumps on top of you, sucking out your blood. I'm going to make his faction hostile, of course. Zombie number 3. Where is this guy? There he is. Does he even have the speed to get to you guys? I don't think so. Let me see. He's got 20 feet of movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's gonna double move and crawl up over to Neris. I wish I would stop lagging. Finally, one of you guys get to go. It's Neris' turn.
Right. Oh, there it is. I am going to. I have hang on a second. I don't have the effect or anything, but I have the drifting globe, and with it I can cast daylight.
Okay.
And I lost the map. There it is. Never mind. Okay. And I am going to the 60-foot radius.
Yeah, daylight is a very smart thing to cast in front of a vampire.
So I am actually going to cast daylight on Dorlak's armor.
Okay, Dorlak, you shine as bright as daylight.
I can put the effect if you want me to. I got it. It's just taking me a minute because I didn't have it put on my sheet yet.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. I know how to run it.
Okay.
Yeah. So when your armor gleams with the power of Lathander itself, the vampires recoil in horrible pain. Just standing in this brightness is going to cause them to take damage. Now, Neris, it's a concentration you have to put on yourself for the daylight, right?
Is it?
I believe so. I don't think that's a spell that you just cast and forget. I think you gotta concentrate on it.
Alright.
So, at the very least, put a concentration effect on yourself. I can't imagine that this is a non-concentration spell. Oh, actually, let me see. I don't see any concentration component of it.
It didn't have a C on the
You're right.
name of it.
You're right. I think you just get this one. I think you're turning the tide of this whole battle here. Okay, there is no concentration.
Okay, so I'm also, as a bonus action, going to cast, I can't cast 2 spells. Unless it's a cantrip, which is not what it is. I guess I'm going to... I guess I'm just going to pass.
Dorlak is up. You just passed your turn?
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you
I
did
did
now. There's a little bit of a lag.
You do have a lag.
Okay, I am going to try to break my grapple.
He has disadvantage against his checks and his attacks because of the sunlight.
Okay.
I don't think he has disadvantage against saves. Let me check over here. I have to make sure. but I think his regeneration is turned off. I know that. So I'm going to do that because the sunlight disables the regeneration. He has disadvantage on attacks, and let me see. Sunlight hypersensitivity, attack rolls, and ability checks, but not saves. So, I'm going to do disadvantage check. This should do it. You can go ahead and roll your grapple break.
A 1? Oh, that's a good thing, right?
He also rolled a 1. So you break your grapple.
That's good. Okay, so that was my action.
Yes, you have your bonus.
So I can't make an attack.
No, unfortunately, if you use your action, you can't make an attack.
I can use a bonus action.
Yes, but I don't know what you got for your bonus actions, too.
I'm gonna do the Thunder Smite.
Okay, you cast the Thunder Smite, but you don't have to wait till next turn.
Yeah, and then it'll take effect on my next turn, right?
Yeah.
So I'll put that on myself.
Yeah, because it's you have to concentrate on it when you cast it.
So that took a minute. Okay, and I will.
Yeah, yeah, you guys can see the lag. Hopefully, when these prisoners start dying, we can free up some of the combat tracker, and it won't lag less. Oh, this prisoner nearly dies to the poison. He's going to fight for his life. He's going to try to club this rock.
Crit him. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Just with his disadvantage on poison, he's not going to make it. Okay, Eldrath. In the beginning of his turn, he takes 20 damage from the sunlight. It hurts so much that Eldrath is can't continue this. So Eldrath, getting wounded, begins to retreat. Climbs up the pillar over here, uses all of his speed to dash up and climb up the pillar over here, and begins running away. The Quasit, you see it run up behind a pillar and then disappear. You have no idea where it went. It went invisible. There's a zombie with sun-streaked burn sides. That has to double run to get into range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, but it's gonna get right in between all of you. And Tolan, you're up.
Tolan will move over to the vampire over here. He will activate his blade song. The bonus action. Okay. And then I will cast Booming Blade on my rapier. And hit the target with my rapier. Not that. Against the vampire.
Nope.
And go to second attack.
That's a second nope.
We're gonna miss. I only get 2 attacks. And then I will get back away and get back to the other side of Dolrak. And that will end my turn. That didn't work out.
This poor prisoner doesn't even get a turn. He dies from the poison. Trying to delete him from the combat tracker. This prisoner dies from the poison. Delete him from the combat tracker. Tiny, you're up.
Okay, it looks like I got 2 zombies surrounding me. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Let's see. I'm thinking what I'll do is... See, I got 2 guys surrounding me. I'm thinking if I can do... Trying to see if I cast a shatter spell, where would that... What's the token for the shatter? Oh yeah, perfect. I can just set it up in a way that'll... it's probably gonna hit.
This is a kind of a little bit of a difficulty because it depends on how you define these spell radius. If you define it by square, you can do it. But if you define it by the actual circle itself, it's gonna hit you too.
Yeah. I'll just back it up a little bit so it'll hit these 2 zombies.
Alright.
And then... I don't know if it auto-targets or not.
The auto-target doesn't work anymore. So you have to get rid of that token, I'll get rid of it, and then just target them individually.
Alright.
Whoops, the wrong token I got rid of.
Goodbye, Dolrak.
Did I delete Dolrak by mistake?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. There we go.
Targeting zombie 3. Let's see. Target this guy as well. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and cast.
You have 1 success and 1 failure. These zombies apparently are pretty good at Constitution saves.
Alright, roll damage. Come on, roll the damage already.
It might be lagging a little bit.
I'll give it a couple seconds. Should I try clicking it again?
Yeah, if nothing rolled by now, click it again. There you go. A little bit of damage from Shatter, not enough to destroy either of them.
That's a second level spell slot. And then I will use my bonus action to give Neris Bardic Inspiration, because he's surrounded by them as well.
Thank you.
So, Bardic Inspiration.
If you can't even find errors on the combat tracker, it's so cluttered. Yeah, there he is. I see it.
Click on it, drag, and drop it on your token. Boom, you should have it.
There it is. I see it.
Yep, alright, cool, perfect. Alright, and that will conclude my turn.
Okay. This prisoner barely survives the poison cloud. He's gonna run up and try to club this thing.
You can do it, buddy.
This thing death by 1,000 cuts.
He's not gonna get it.
Yeah, because it's going with disadvantage through the poison.
How can you miss that big thing?
It's not just poison effect, it's also poison damage, which is killing half of these dudes. 6 points, he can't survive that. This one goes down. Yeah, so as these prisoners die, the battle should speed up because the lag will go down. These prisoners is just a little bit too much for Fantasy Grounds. I didn't realize that Fantasy Grounds can't handle, this size battle.
Well, we've been in pretty big battles. That one in the forest is pretty big too. It didn't seem like it was lagging that much.
Well, part of this is also the size of the map.
Yeah.
This zombie has to double run to get to you, so he just double runs, gets to this spot. Prisoner number 1, can he survive the poison to try to club the...
Does he take damage from the sunlight by running in there?
The zombies don't take damage from sunlight, only the vampires do.
Oh, okay.
Zombies are reanimated corpses.
This prisoner will not survive the poison cloud. He goes down. This prisoner does not survive the poison cloud. He goes down. Dropping like flies inside the arena. This zombie has no more space, so he's gonna run out. He's gonna get up to as far as he can and hang out there. Prisoner number 6, can he survive? Oh, he makes it, so he gets to do a club on the rock. No dice. Finally, we get to this elven woman who's been previously trying to protect the prisoners. Now she is under threat herself. She takes a little bit of damage. She takes out her sword. She has a multi-attack. She appears to be a pretty seasoned warrior. Knows what she's doing. Takes out her sword, strikes at the Vrock a couple of times. Hold on. I want to make sure that she's the one targeting. There we go. Oh, and she drops a 20.
Whoa!
How unfortunate. No, she dropped the 20. She has disadvantage.
She dropped it, I see.
She had disadvantage.
Well,
All right, let's see if she can try that again. Nope. This disadvantage is making it very hard. We're all the way at the top of initiative once again. This white over here has been attacking you guys. Now that the white is up to you, Tiny, he's gonna take the opportunity to drain your life force.
All right.
So one of the white is armed with a longsword. So the first attack is it's gonna swing at you with a longsword. He misses. After he misses with the longsword, the white gets really angry, and then tries to get in really close and starts scratching you and draining your life force. See if he can hit you. He's gonna get you. Life drain.
Should he have disadvantage on attack rolls? He's in the daylight.
The white doesn't care about daylight. It's the vampires that do. Oh, I'm sorry. The white does have sunlight sensitivity.
That's what I was thinking, because we fought one of them.
But
before, too,
the
with
thing is,
Megadungeon.
the white sunlight sensitivity is different than the vampires. The white doesn't take constant damage. It does give him it does give him attack disadvantage. So you know what? I'm going to roll it again because he has disadvantage. If he hits this time, then he hits you anyway. So he hits you even with disadvantage.
Can I use cutting words?
You absolutely can use cutting words.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get...
So, with disadvantage, the lowest roll he has is 16. So you got to cut below a 16. Can you do that?
I'll try if I can get the fantasy grounds to cooperate.
The easiest way to do is just roll the dice for cutting words instead of trying to use a script. What dice is it? Is it D10?
I believe... Actually, what is my bardic inspiration die all the time? Is it?
It's either a D8 or a D10. I think it's a D8.
Because it's saying it's D8, but on the fantasy grounds, but let's see, at level 10... it's a D10.
It's a D10? Okay. So, roll, just pick up the D10 and roll it. And we'll count that. So you subtract 2 from his attack. So instead of a 20, the attack roll is an 18. Does that hit you?
I believe it still does.
Oh, you tried to diss this white, and didn't do it. So first, when he scratches you, he still does the damage, which life drain damage, which is the necrotic damage. And then you get a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. I'm gonna burn an inspiration to give myself advantage.
Okay, so I'm gonna click the advantage button for the saving throw and roll it. How come it didn't do the advantage? Well, the first one's a failure. I'll just roll it again to see if you can succeed. The second one is a success. Luckily, that saved you from a maximum hit point reduction. So you took some damage, but you did not suffer the horrible consequences. This white has disadvantage on wisdom saving throws. That's its version of sunlight sensitivity. It doesn't take ongoing damage or anything. So if you guys do any sort of wisdom save on it, just let me know. I'll do a disadvantage. Because I don't have time to look for the script. This prisoner is up. The prisoner dies to poison. It's an absolute bloodbath inside this arena. The Vrock does not recharge his poison attack, but the Vrock has yet another horrible attack that will mess everybody up inside this arena. The Vrock opens his mouth and lets out an ear-piercing screech. It's a 20-foot radius, so you guys are not affected. Constitution save. Everybody has disadvantage. Almost half fail, half succeed. The ones that fail are stunned and lose their turn. That includes the elf lady. Issam, this daylight spell something he is not prepared to deal with. He starts backing up. You see he changes into this gaseous form. And as a gaseous form, he does a misty escape. Does not incur opportunity attacks and disappears. And you can see the cloud of gas starts moving back into this room behind you. There's something in the room behind you that he's kind of running away to. You guys have successfully pretty much incapacitated this dude. He's running away from you. So daylight is the exact spell that you needed to destroy vampires. They can't deal with it. Okay, so now we're up to this one of these zombies. Zombie number 3. Where is zombie number 3? There he is.
Neris.
Yes. He's next to Neris, so he's gonna give Neris a little bit of love. He only has one attack. He rolls a 20 on you, Neris.
Can I put up a shield?
You absolutely can. Will that block out the 20?
I think it takes me up to 25.
Okay, then you put up a shield, and that you at the last minute the shield goes up and he clangs, his claws clang against the shield. Now it's your turn.
Oh, okay. I'm going.
Hold on, the combat tracker is sluggish. There you go.
Okay, now I'm up. Okay, so I am going to cast what's that? Mirror image, quickened.
Very well. You cast mirror image on yourself. It's a quicken spell, so you have the opportunity to take an action.
And for that, did it put it? Yeah, it's on. And then for that, I am going to cast Chill Touch.
The Chill Touch meaning the cantrip, correct?
The cantrip, yes.
Yeah.
On, gosh, it almost doesn't matter. Now on zombie number 8, I guess, one standing right beside me. Mage.
Now, is Chill Touch a ranged spell?
I believe so.
Says
Yeah.
touch. Oh no!
I know it does say touch, but it's neither chill nor
I think it
touch.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to do
The name of that spell is deceiving because it says
exactly.
chill touch,
So
and
because it's a
full damage
because
spell.
it's a ranged spell with an attack bonus, you have to roll that again at disadvantage.
Well, as you can see, I already put the damage on. So
That's
I take
okay.
it off.
I can retcon it if you miss. Just roll an attack bonus again. Make sure you hit it. Yeah, you're gonna hit it anyway because these zombies, they.
That's right. Zombies are pretty bad.
They
Is he
have
dead? 'Cause-
zombies have an ability to come back up later, so we'll see.
Well, one of the chill touch, if it's undead, chill touch you can't heal any. Can't regain any
I
hit
forgot
points.
about that. Yes, you're right. So the zombie is dead. I forgot about that with the undead. There you go. I can take it out of the combat. Anything you allow me to take out of the combat tracker will make us all much more happy.
Okay, and I'm actually going to try to move.
If you move, you're gonna suffer 2 opportunity attacks from these 2
The shield's
zombies.
still up, right?
Yep. So You can take that
so
risk. So what I'm
I'll
so
go ahead. So you go ahead and make the attacks.
okay, I will make 2 zombie slams against you. You're probably not going to have any problem with this with a shield of an AC of 25. 21's going to miss you with the shield, and 15 is also going to miss you with the shield.
All right. So I am going to move.
Next time, you can actually put the shield effect on yourself, and it will raise your armor.
I thought I did.
Oh,
Maybe it didn't go on.
no, I didn't go on. I think we're in lag land, so.
Right. There's no need in doing it now, right?
No, it's fine.
Yeah, no, it didn't put it on. Okay, well, guess I will pass my turn then.
We are now on to Dolrak.
Okay. So I'm gonna grab my heirloom battle axe and swing it above my head and attack this zombie that's right beside me. With a hit, and I have the thundering smite on.
Ouch. 25 points of damage. You chop this thing down. I'm not sure it can get up. The kind of save it has to make to get back up is pretty significant because it took 25 points. But I had to still roll it. That's just one of your attacks during this turn. You have a second attack.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna move to the square where that zombie's at,
Okay.
so that I can attack the next zombie. So I'm just gonna stand here so I don't double stack the tokens.
Sure.
Oh, that was an accident. I actually clicked it. It's a hit.
That other one would have been a fit anyway. These zombies don't have much
Okay.
armor class. They have an armor class of like 8, so it's not.
Does 6, and that was my second attack. So then I am done.
All right. That prisoner could not survive the poison cloud and ends up dead. So you can the vampire spawn that you guys encountered previously that led you in here is out of your line of sight, hiding from the sunlight. So that vampire, you don't know what's going on with that vampire. This creature, which is invisible to you now, appears out of nowhere with an attack. He's going to be attacking Dolrak. Kind of takes up the space of that dead zombie that was over there. He attacks with advantage, coming out of invisibility. Trying to spread his deadly poison on you. 21. He is going to manage to hit you, Dolrak. Right here. This is the damage. Now you get to do a Constitution save against its poison. You succeed on the save, incurring no poison.
Okay.
So just a little ding, no big deal. I think I skipped the zombie, so I'm gonna go back to that zombie. It is allowed to roll a undead fortitude save. So how much damage? Was it 22 points of damage that you did against it?
25.
25 points of damage.
25.
Let me see if it can even possibly make that save. It can't possibly make that save. This zombie's dead. It decomposes. Depending on the amount of damage you do, it may or may not be allowed to do that save. Tolan, you're up.
Okay, worried about my friend Tiny. I'll move over here to attack this white with a green flame blade.
$14's gonna hit. $11 points of damage, but these whites, they're very hardy. Have a lot more hit points than those zombies.
Well, and as that happens, more damage jumps from that white to another.
Yeah, you can go ahead and just roll the damage on the other things.
And then I will use my second attack.
What kind of damage does the green flame blade cause? What?
Fire damage.
Okay, so fire the Gambi doesn't care about. Just so I know, because of the zombies' undead fortitude is specific to certain types of damage.
I will attack the light again with second attack.
Second attack cuts through on this white.
And then another.
Ooh, yes. That's another hit on this white.
And then I will move a little bit out of the way just to. Actually, no, I'll stay there. Stay there. Hopefully, I attracted that one's attention to get away from me. And that will be the end of my turn.
Alright. Tiny, you're up.
Okay. I know exactly what I'm going to do this turn. I'm going to target this. Let's see who I have. I don't have anybody targeted. Doesn't look like. Okay, cool. Perfect. I'm going to target the white. And I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
You can roll the white save. Hold on, the white may have immunities against Dissonant Whispers. Let me take a look. Doesn't appear that it does. Okay, you may roll his save.
It's not immune to psychic damage, is it?
Not at all.
Alright. I'm going to upcast it to second level.
Okay, but the save's the same.
Yep, save's the same. It'll just do more damage. So, I have him targeted. I'm going to cast it. And I didn't roll. Click it again. Did you say earlier that he has disadvantage on wisdom saves because of Dolorak's?
Yes, I did. So, if you roll, you can roll it 2 times if the first one is a failure.
Or should I just click disadvantage and...
The problem is that doesn't seem to work. Like, I had to put a script on him, which I'm too lazy to dig out because of the lag. So just go ahead and roll it, and if you fail the first time, roll it again. That's how we'll play the disadvantage.
Or if he succeeds the first time, you mean?
If he succeeds, doesn't matter, because it's, you know... actually, yeah, that's what I meant. You know what I mean. The first time he succeeds, so please roll it again, see if he fails. He does fail with disadvantage.
Right.
That sunlight is melting his brain.
Way to go, sunlight.
Way to go, Naris.
Yeah, you did the exact thing that you needed to do to make this battle easy.
Okay, and not only does he take the psychic damage, he must use his reaction to get as far away from me as his movement will allow.
Yes, so, because he's moving away from you, all 3 of you, if you choose to, can do opportunity attacks against him. He's gonna run.
Okay.
Oh my goodness! I don't think he can survive that.
He might not. He might die, especially if he uses like a smite or something. He resisted some of the damage.
But Tiny and Tolan, both of you may choose to do opportunity attacks because you're also in his range, in the range, as he moves away.
All right, I'll use my reaction to opportunity attack and then my +1 rapier.
Nope.
I missed.
Okay, I will have the Warcaster use a cantrip.
The Shocking Grasp?
No, Green Flame Blade.
Oh, I see.
So,
Wait, you're a blade singer, not a war mage. Doesn't matter.
No, that's gonna hit him. Yeah, the Warcaster allows you to use a cantrip for opportunity attacks.
yes.
Yes, that he doesn't survive even trying to escape. He's dead.
And then flame jump from him to someone else. That'll be it.
Do a little extra damage and knockout. Because you killed that zombie with 4 points, that zombie gets an opportunity to undead fortitude his way back into life on its turn. Anything else, Tiny, on your turn?
No, I think I'll end it
Okay.
for the sake of simplicity. And then Tiny will just say,
It will teach Meow Meow best with Meow Meow.
This prisoner dies, choking in poison. Okay, zombie number 2, he does get an undead fortitude roll because you only killed him with 4 points of fire damage. So the undead fortitude roll, he is allowed to roll his constitution. The DC is 5 plus the amount of damage with DC of 9. So he potentially can roll this undead fortitude. Oh, the zombie gets back up with 1 hit point.
Ugh.
Being back up, the zombie's going to take an opportunity to strike out and try to slam Dolrak. He should not have had disadvantage, but let me see if he would have hit you otherwise.
It says he's paralyzed, stunned, or unconscious.
Yeah, that's because he was dead.
He was dead.
He was dead, but I didn't take the effect off. That's why.
He was dead before we even started.
So obviously he gets back up, and you let me just, if you don't mind, I'll just roll that again.
Yeah.
He's not going to hit you. He's got a +3 to his attack. He misses. And then the other zombie, still looking spry and full of health, is going to fill the gap, and he's going to direct his attack towards Tolan, who green flame bladed his friend. But he misses. We have the last prisoner. He is stunned, so all he can do is try to survive the poison, which I don't think he can do. He dies to the poison. The only one left is this warrior elf chick. She is stunned, so she cannot take a turn, but she does have to save against this poison still. She takes a little bit of poison. You see that the power of the Vrock's screech has made her completely paralyzed for the moment. She can't even take a turn. Oh no, the Vrock has recharged his spores. But the Vrock sees prey directly in front of him, and he's not going to break the prey that he's hunting just to jump up and ruin you guys' day. So he's going to continue attacking her. He has advantage on all these attacks. So Vrock makes 2 attacks, 1 beak and 1 talon. Ooh, that attack misses. That attack hits. Ism has disappeared from this battle. Your daylight has utterly just put this creature out of commission. Now it's Neris's turn.
Oh. We got a zombie, 2 zombies. Okay, still got 2 zombies over there. So I am going to,
In a closet.
oh. Where's the closet at?
What-
that's...
What's
oh,
the closest one to you?
Yeah, I see it.
And the purple splotch.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see it until I looked closer.
Yeah, it's the token is actually tiny sized. That's why it's so small.
Okay, so I'm going to quicken cast the Chaos Bolt on the closet. I'll have to remember how to do it. It's been so long. Now let's see if I hit first.
Did you have disadvantage?
Shouldn't have. I mean, I wouldn't know why I would have.
You're behind a pole.
Well, that don't matter to me. I can step out.
Something is... Oh, I know why it gave you disadvantage. You should not have had it because the closet previously was invisible. Now it's no longer invisible and I didn't take off the effect.
Just want me to cast again?
I'll just take what you attacked on your first attack was a 19. That
Okay.
That 19 would have hit. So I'll just accept the attack.
Okay, I gotta remember how to do this.
So you have a whole bunch of different scripts for damage.
Right. Right.
So you pick the kind of damage you want.
Right.
Quasites are magical creatures, have a lot of resistances.
This isn't the one where it can jump to another one if I roll doubles or whatever.
I think it is one. Like if you roll the Chaos Bolt and roll the double, I think that gives you that extra thing.
So
You gotta be
so I have to
Roll
roll.
your first one for the amount of, or the kind of damage.
There you go. Just reread the spell description. There we go. The entire you hurl a bolt on hit. The target takes 2d8 plus 1d6 damage.
Oh, choose one of the d8s. Oh, and if I roll doubles, it'll jump.
Yeah.
So I get it now. All right, so I get to choose it, right?
Yeah.
I'll just do thunder damage.
Does not appear you roll doubles.
No,
So
no.
your total damage is not that great. Of 1, a
No,
2, and a
it
3.
Okay, so
That's what happens when you put your dice on chaos. Sometimes you get something nice.
yep, that's true. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Well, that's pretty much. Oh, I can cast. Oh, I can't cast 2 at a time. I should have quickened that one. I keep forgetting. Okay, well then I'll pass.
Well, you used it as a bonus action, didn't you?
I didn't say I was going to quit. I didn't say I was going to quicken that one.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I have to announce it ahead of time.
Dolrak, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to. Well, I guess I'll go after the guy with 1 hit point.
it cannot possibly survive because critting is one of the things that stop the undead fortitude. Whatever you roll, it's gone.
22.
It's gone.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my second attack on the closet.
Nope. Oh, your bad luck streak is sneaking back up here.
Uh-oh. And that was it.
And look, he has critical hit, folks.
Now it's the Quasit's turn. Quasit, so because of your aura, the Quasit's aware that everyone inside the aura is immune to fear. Quasit's not going to do his fear. It's got nothing it can really do but attempt to attack you again. Try to cause some damage before it dies. It misses. Wow, okay, Tolan, you're up.
Seeing that we kind of got this zombie and Quasit in the bag, I think Tolan wants to start dealing with this large creature behind us, and he'll cast a fireball over at the big creature.
Which big creature are you talking about?
The rock.
Okay.
Big rock.
Yeah, are you going to include this lady inside your fireball?
No.
Okay, you can certainly angle the fireball where you're not going to hit the lady.
I'm not even bother dropping the token.
No, there's no need. There's only one creature in there. But how do you know that she's not evil? Oh man, this creature has advantage, unfortunately, because of his magic resistance against your fireball. He rolled a 20 with advantage, thus succeeding on his save. This is a really nasty thing that you guys have picked a fight with.
Is that the half damage? That's not bad, then.
Not bad, but this creature doesn't look like it looks like it's barely phased by your fireball. These kinds of creatures, these hellish plane creatures, they are particularly tough to take down with magic.
Okay. Then I'll stay here in case that zombie is still interested in me instead of.
But you got this creature's attention as you explode a fireball in its face. It turns around to look at you.
Yeah. It came from me. It doesn't know it came.
Yeah. So you can tell that even though creature's not intelligent enough to tell you can tell that once the creature's done ripping this lady apart, it's gonna come after you guys. Tiny.
All right, it's my turn now. So I have a zombie right in front of me, and
you also have that Quasit down a couple of steps away as well.
You know what I might try to do? Third level spells. At least Fantasy Ground is starting to move in real time.
It's moving a little bit faster because we killed all those prisoners.
Yeah, we killed a lot of those. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cast Shatter, upcast at third level.
Okay.
I'm gonna target. I'll cast it in a way that it'll have the Quasit and the zombie targeted.
You certainly can do that.
And I'll cast it.
The Quasit has advantage against your Shatter.
Still failed. It looks like it still failed even with the advantage.
It still failed.
So, damage. Third level.
The Quasit explodes in a pile of mush.
Nice.
And that's use the third level spell slot there. And and I will end my turn.
Okay, this zombie doesn't have much left. He's just gonna come swing at you directly at Tiny, who's the last to attack it. 11 is a miss. So this elf down there continues to take the poison damage, but she has come to her senses after the Vrok's stunning screech. Takes out her sword and attacks it twice. That's a miss. She's still poisoned, that's why. That's 2 misses. She's not doing so well, and Vrok is ripping her apart. We go back to the top of initiative. The Vrok, he sees you guys, and he knows that you're a threat, but he is busy destroying his prey. So he is going to spend his time destroying her first. He has recharged his poison, but he doesn't even need to use it, because he sees that his prey already is poisoned. He's going to multi-attack her. By the way, this is what the creature actually looks like. It is a bird-like demon with leathery wings, an insane look on its face. Okay, 1 beak attack. Which is a miss. 1 talon attack. Which is a hit for slashing damage. Ouch. She can't take much more of that. Isam is hiding. And Naris is up.
Okay. I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon. How far away is that rock?
I made a new Spiritual Weapon token for you.
Yeah, I've seen that. It looks cool.
I think it might be more than 60 or 30.
From me? 55, it says.
Yeah, but the pit is 20 feet down. You can't even see the rock from where you are.
So, about halfway, would you say? Or maybe to the edge of the pit?
Yeah, you probably...
I can materialize it?
Yeah, you'd probably have to get closer.
Well, I could move closer, I guess. That is a good idea. Okay. Could I cast it to him?
Yeah, you can do it
from
here.
There?
Yep.
Alright.
That's
wow.
It's not properly sized. I need to take a look at that.
That should have done a lot of damage. Oh, do I have to put anything on me? Yeah, I'll put that effect on myself. Yep, there it went. Okay, so I cast a spiritual weapon. I'm going to go ahead and attack him. Can I attack him with it, or does the key have to go somewhere in the tracker?
The spiritual weapon doesn't show up in the tracker.
Okay.
Yeah, so you attack using your character sheet. That's a hit with the spiritual weapon.
Okay, let's see. Is it 2 or 3 damage? I think it's 2. Goes up at 11, so.
Oh, not bad. 10 points of damage on the rock.
Mm-hmm. And let's see, how far did I move? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm just going to back up a little bit. I think that's all I can do on this turn. Yep. Yeah, that's a cool looking spiritual weapon. I like it.
Yeah, I figured because you were asking for it last game, and I didn't want to bother. I didn't want to bother putting in the last thing.
I'm gonna attack that zombie.
There's hardly anything left of it. That's a hit. The zombie dies with 12 points of damage, so it's gonna have an opportunity to get back up.
Okay. I'm going to move. Let's see.
It's a 20-foot drop into the pit.
10, 15. I'm gonna move to right here. And then pass my turn.
All right. Tolan is up.
Okay, not worried about that zombie anymore. I'll move 1, 2, 3, 4.
The pit's kind of steep. It's 20-foot drop.
I will. How hurt is this creature do?
What do you mean?
Is it? Do I look like? Does it look like it's hurt pretty good, or?
It looks like
wounded.
it's as described on the combat tracker. It looks wounded. It doesn't look like
It's all wounded.
Yes, it doesn't look like it's almost dead. So the combat tracker descriptions go from wounded to heavily wounded to almost dead.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like it can probably take a couple of wallops. Doesn't look too badly injured.
Okay. I will. I'm sorry. I'll cast another fireball at it.
Throw a second fireball. Okay. With magic resistance, it fails even with magic resistance.
Someone gritted his teeth really hard when he cast that.
There you go. There you
Thinking
go.
really hard about that.
A good 23 points of damage on it.
Nice. Good job, Tolan.
But you got
And
some real
then-
crappy rolls on that fireball. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3.
Yeah.
Are the sides kind of sloped down, or is it just straight down?
It's a slope down, so if you want to try to slide down this pit, you have to do this carefully.
Yeah, I'll slide down the pit.
Okay,
Again.
we need acrobatics to slide down the pit.
Okay.
You screw up, you're gonna bonk your head.
You ought to get advantage since he's so small.
That doesn't give you advantage.
Well, I mean, if we're going down that slope, he don't have.
He's got a lower center of gravity.
Momentum.
Did you have advantage on acrobatics for some reason?
Mobility, I get advantage.
Oh, okay. You're fine with the 24.
Acrobatic.
You slide down the pit just fine. Sliding down it obviously uses up the difficult terrain. Use up 10 feet of difficult terrain movement.
Yeah. I will take position over here. And my turn.
Tiny, you're up.
Okay. So the zombie next to me is now dead.
But he might get up. You don't know. He might get up. He does get a chance. He has a DC 17 save.
A DC what?
17, because the amount of damage done to it to kill it was 9.
Oh. Well. Oh, what the heck? Why is my token moving all weird? Yeah, and then I see this creature, and let's see, what can I do with this creature? I'm gonna run an experiment. I'm going to cast...
Calm emotions won't work on him, I promise you.
No,
Okay.
I'm not looking at that. I'm
Okay.
looking at something else, like maybe dissonant whispers.
You can try that. You don't know enough about this creature to know what is resistant or immune to or anything like that. It's the first time
He's resistant to fire.
Yes, he does have some resistances.
He's magic resistant, so he's resistant to any magic. I don't know if
He-
dissonant
ma-
whispers is considered magic.
Magic resistance gives him advantage on saves.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
If he
Yeah.
passes the save, he takes half the damage and doesn't have to run away. If he fails, he takes full damage and has to run away from me.
And they're
Yeah, but
resistant.
no, he's not resistant. He just gets advantage. He's not resistant. Well, he could be, I guess.
Yeah, you're not sure about this creature's abilities because this is the first time you've encountered a demonic, planar demonic creature.
Just in game, I'm gonna try it, see if it works.
Now, if you were to find a book on demons, like you have a book on dragons, you can read the book as an action and find a chapter on Drox. I'll give you his character sheet.
I'll go ahead and cast a spell. He rolls an advantage,
He saves against your dissonant whispers,
which means he takes half the damage
and
doesn't have to run.
no run, no fear.
Oh, he can't be feared.
Well, you don't know if he can be feared or not, but he certainly
Oh,
is
he
safe.
don't take that because he saved.
Why isn't the damage rolling?
If it's maybe it could be a hiccup from Fantasy Grounds lagging. If it doesn't roll after a couple of seconds, then try it again.
It
Okay.
takes half damage, and then
His damage is now considered heavy.
back up. Actually, I'll back up behind Dolrak, and then I'll end my turn.
Oh, well, you don't know her name is Shalandra, but she's taken quite a wallop from the poison. Takes out her sword, attacks the creature 2 times. Oh, that disadvantage is really hurting her. Ouch. No good. You can see that she's visibly choking and coughing and vomiting with all this poisonous gas coming out of the creature. Oh, hold on. I forgot about that zombie. I need to roll a save for him to see if he can manage to get back up. He fails to save. The zombie's gone. So the only hostile enemy you have right now left is this Vrak. The Vrak looks around at you, and he's going to attack. He's going to attack Shalandra to see if he can take her out. One of his attacks. Actually, no. Let me think. He's not going to do that. He is going to jump out of the way, incurring an opportunity attack from her. Because this creature knows that he can poison all of you guys. So he knows that that's gonna be a lot more advantageous for him. So he's gonna jump out of her range. She hits him with that last attack as he jumps out of her range. But she does minimal damage.
Wow.
The creature has an insane jumping and flying distance. Flies right into the middle of everybody right here, thus granting everybody within its radius. Now, in terms of Dolrak's saving aura, Poland, you're out of it. The other, Dolrak and...
I'm out of it.
Well, you're not in the range.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's the 3 of them.
Okay.
The creature is going to unleash spores and try to get you guys under the same poison that he's gotten that poor elf lady.
Oh, it's an aura. Did you say it was an aura that he has?
Dolrak has an aura.
My aura.
Yeah. The creature releases these deadly demonic spores.
Oh, the spores. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I remember you attacked right at the beginning.
So he's going to try to get the 3 of you. Dolrak's aura, unfortunately, Tolan, you're out of it. so you're not gonna be able to grab the bonus to the save. Dolrak and Tiny, you guys are under the aura, so you have extra bonuses to your save. It's a Constitution saving throw. I'll roll it right now. Oh my goodness. Whoever fails to save gets poisoned.
That's a great
Not
sound
only
effect.
are you poisoned, but you're also under ongoing damage every round. Let me see if this is... Tiny, you should be... Hold on, let me make sure that the scripts went correctly. Thorak, DMGO, 1d10, that is correct, and Poison, that is correct. Poland, DMGN, 1d10. Tiny, I need to get rid of it because you succeeded on the save.
Shouldn't mine be resistant? Should I get half damage?
Yeah, he's a dwarf.
You do get half damage from the poison, yes. And you should have had advantage on that saving throw against poison automatically, because you have that dwarf effect. It just happens that you failed to save even with advantage.
Even with advantage?
Yes, he failed because he rolled an advantage on the save. It just happens he failed it anyway.
Oh.
So, Dolrak, even though you're poisoned, you're okay. You're a dwarf and you think you can weather this poison.
Dolrak rolled 2 nat 1s.
I don't know what he rolled. He rolled something bad.
Or maybe he forgot to turn the advantage on.
That's in the script.
Alright, we're up to Neris.
Let's see. I don't have enough 5, 10, 15. Can I get my spiritual weapon to him?
No, unfortunately, it's too far away. You can't even double move a spiritual weapon. You move it 30 feet and that's it.
Okay. About right there.
Yeah.
At least it'll be ready for the next time.
Yeah.
So, okay, I am going to quicken. Oh man. Yeah, I'm going to quicken chromatic orb. Oh, it was a hit, wasn't it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to do thunder damage. And then I am going to cast a cantrip. How about Toll of the Dead?
Sure, that's up to you. He has advantage on his save against your Toll of the Dead, and he successfully saves. Nasty, nasty magic resistance.
Okay, and since it's a cantrip, I don't do any damage at all.
Nope.
Okay, so I'm just going to move over to here and then pass my turn.
Dolrak, now you're going toe-to-toe with this thing. At the beginning of the turn,
Dolrak.
you take 3 points of poison damage. At the end of your turn, you are allowed a repeat on the save. Unlike your good elven friend down there who's an NPC, you guys get a repeat of that save to get rid of it.
Get him, Torlock. Hit him.
Dolrak. Dolrak, that is a horrible, horrible roll. Even if you did not have disadvantage, that was miserable. What is going on with your dice, man? You need a dice jail.
Need to change your name.
The poison
Well-
is already giving you disadvantage, but even if you didn't have disadvantage, you wouldn't have hit it.
Well, I'm gonna attempt again with my second attack.
All right. That's no good. Dolrak, are you doing anything else on your turn?
No, I'll go ahead and you can roll my Constitution.
You can roll it, and you can roll it with advantage. A Constitution saving throw, DC 12. It's easier for you to roll it than for me to roll it for you.
Constitution.
And it's with advantage because of your dwarvenness.
Your dwarvenness.
Even with advantage, you...
Oh my gosh, did you?
Well, you rolled it in a tower, but I'm gonna just tell you, you rolled a pair of 3s.
I did that so nobody would know.
Yeah, so nobody
Because
would.
you're embarrassed how bad your rolls were.
Yeah.
Oh my
And,
god.
well, I'll pass. Change my dice color.
Tolan, you begin with a little bit of poison damage. You are on the opposite end of this pit at this point because you slid down. The creature is 20 feet above you.
Yeah, just sorry. Is it difficult terrain to go back up the?
It's gonna be an athletics check to climb back up this thing. It's definitely difficult terrain. And you're gonna expend 40 feet of movement to climb back up this thing, and it's gonna be athletic check. Unless you have
then
some
I'll-
other way you can misty step up there or something.
Yeah, I'll Misty Step up to the top. And then I will use Booming Blade to attack this creature. And I will attack it with the rapier.
With disadvantage, the creature avoids your attack. This poison, this demonic poison that is affecting you is real nasty. You feel yourself about to vomit again.
I try to attack again.
No dice.
And then I will sheepishly walk over to here to puke around the pillar.
If you do that, the creature's gonna opportunity attack you.
No, because I got.
Oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting
Yep.
you're the mobile
No
thief.
problem.
So
Very mobile, very tiny, and
you go over
nimble.
there, and that the creature's no longer there. At the end of your turn, Tolan, you may roll a Constitution saving throw to drop this poison on you.
Saving throw,
Yeah, it's a saving throw.
Constitution.
Yeah, DC is 12. Tolan, you managed to get the poison out of your system. You have a big vomit, and you throw it all up.
Kicked it out.
Tiny, the only one who managed to save against that that poison cloud. You're up.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
You got a big winged demon in front of you, snapping
Yeah,
his
yeah.
way at Dolrak.
Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. You know what I want to do? I'm gonna try casting Distant Whispers on him again.
Okay.
I don't know why these things are cut though. The icons I'm supposed to click. happens. Nothing happens when you click it.
His magical resistance, he saves against your dissonant whispers.
No, he failed.
Oh, he failed. I'm sorry. His magical resistance fails him, and he fails against your dissonant whispers.
Okay, in that case, he takes full damage, and he has to use his reaction to get as far away from me as his movement will allow him.
Okay, so this is a little complicated because this creature flies. So let me see. Let me see what he's gonna do. Okay, so he's gonna fly out of here. So both you and Dolrak can take opportunity attacks as he uses his reaction to fly. He has a massive flying speed, so he ends up 30 feet in the air over here. You guys can opportunity attack him as he flies away.
With melee, or it doesn't matter?
It's got to be melee with opportunity attacks.
Alright, I'm gonna roll my +1 rapier. Ooh, I hit him.
Oh, nice hit!
Oh, wow. Nice.
Wow,
Tiny kills the Vrock as he attempts to fly away. Tiny, you stab him with the rapier right through the skull. The creature just flops backward, slides back into the pit, dead.
And Tiny will just will walk over to the edge of the pit, looking at the slain creature, and just be like,
Teach you to mess with meow friends, meow meow.
You tell him, Tiny.
and are we still in combat?
You're out of combat because there are no hostile creatures in your presence that you can see or detect.
Is Dolrak still under the poisoned condition?
His poison condition ends once the creature dies and the cloud dissipates. After a few seconds, the poison condition ends.
Alright, cool. And I guess Tiny Marble Cakes will just look at the elf lady and be like with a smile and wave to her.
All right, now might be a good time for us to take a small break, and then we'll come back right afterwards.
Alright, sure, that went up the pillar. So you can see any remnants of it left.
So after that battle, you guys kind of take a look around. There's just absolute carnage. There are dismembered dead bodies almost filling up the pit, which is there's like a 1-inch layer of blood pooling in the entire pit. This elven woman crumples over due to her injuries. Massive amount of poison damage and wounds as she kind of she barely kind of able to keep herself conscious. She tries to prop herself up with her big sword, kind of looks at you, Dolrak, and then she kind of faints with her injuries.
I'll pour some healing potion down her throat.
I will heal. Yeah, I'll give her a healing. How many points of healing?
It's regular healing spell. Regular healing potion. 2d4, is it?
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
2d4. Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Just a potion of healing?
Yeah, just a potion of healing.
Yeah, I got a script for it.
Okay. 7 points of healing. As you help heal her wounds, she looks a lot more stable. She kind of wakes up from the ground, reaches her hand out and grabs like your foot, Dolrak, and she looks at you, Dolrak, and she says, "Who are you? You're not one of the Red Wizards."
No, we're here on a mission, and I'm Dolrak from the Church of Saloon.
Saloon, the Moon Maiden. Oh,
Yes.
Thank the gods. She kind of gets up with her onto her kind of hands and knees, and she looks at you. Really, kind of looks. She's very badly defeated. She says, "My name is Shalandra, of the Emerald Enclave." She looks at you. She looks like she kind of looks all of you over, and she says, "I do not know how many weeks I've been here in this arena, fighting over and over again, being resurrected by that monster." Just tell me, how is it that you have come to this place? I thought the Red Wizard could not. The Red Wizards have it locked, and no one can enter or leave.
Not really knowing who she was, I wasn't going to play our cards, so I reached into my pouch and grabbed the Tear of Saloon to see if it would show me the way and see if she was the chosen one that possibly could be down here with us.
So you put the Tear of Saloon next to her. The Tear of Saloon does not react to her, but she looks at the Tear of Saloon, very interested. She says, "What's that?"
So this is a part of a shard of the Tear of Saloon.
Incredible, she says. I know of this. I have been granted stories in my youth, in my village, about Saloon and her tear. It's incredible how that you have come to possess this. She says, I myself serve the Lady Saline Moonbow, and due to your religious knowledge, you know very well that Saline Moonbow is part of the elven pantheon, a lawful good goddess of the hunt. She says, but we all hold deference to the Moon Maiden Saloon in the Emerald Enclave.
How did you get down here? Who got you?
It is difficult. Part of my memory is very fuzzy. It's missing, but I do remember me and my compatriots. We were fighting a Thayan invasion in the edge of a dark forest. She says something had happened where I believe the Thayans were summoning horrible Baelor's demons into our forest. We fought the best we could, but we were being cut down. We were being overwhelmed. I myself was being surrounded by horned devils, fighting for my life, doing everything I could. I thought I was going to die, but all of a sudden, one of the wizards came and stopped the demons from killing me. The wizard said, "No, we need this one. This one is a chosen." She kind of looks at. She says, "I don't know what that even means, but from the many tortures that I've endured under this horrible vampire, it is apparent that the wizards, the Red Wizards, were going all over the realms hunting the chosen, and it appears that I am a chosen."
Interesting.
But Dolrak, you hold the Tear of Saloon, which is supposed to identify the chosen of Saloon. It doesn't react, and you trust the Tear of Saloon to be truthful with you. She is not a chosen of Saloon.
Mm-hmm.
She said,
I asked her if they grabbed more than just her.
She says, I do not know. I haven't been outside of these premises, this zone, so to speak. But I have heard the monsters and demons talking. They have been hunting Chosen. For what purpose, I couldn't tell you. She says, I believe I'm a chosen of Saline Moonbow.
I'm just sitting here with trying to look through her and see if I can gain any insight.
You can roll
into her soul.
You can roll an insight on her. She looks she doesn't look like she is in any condition to lie to you right now.
be?
She appears to as truthful as can be to you.
Okay.
She says,
well,
I do not know why the Red Wizards are hunting the Chosen, but apparently I'm valuable to them. They had asked this Ism, the monster vampire, they had asked him to condition me. She says, we must destroy Ism or else I'm doomed. He says, he's infected me. It is only a matter of time before I turn into that vampire spawn, just like the one who follows him around. If
Where
we
would
can't,
he be?
she says, I know exactly where he is, and she points right to the room to the south.
Well, I think we should go there because the daylight's still in effect for a while, last an hour.
I agree. So I tell her, well, we're gonna go hunting down and take him out.
She says, I do know of another one, but I don't know if that if he's possibly could be any Chosen, but they captured this strange planar creature. He had been fighting in the pit recently, just days before now. He appears to be have some extraordinary magic that needs to be contained, and they have him imprisoned that way. And she points to the hallway to your to the northeast.
Well, perhaps you could
Take a quick look and see what's
Tolan,
over
you swing over to that hallway and you see that there's a shining magic barrier at the end of the hallway.
well, we can go.
Is it a barrier that's in the description of one of the doors that we've been told about?
It is. It appears to be a white gate.
Okay. I tell the guys, hey, there's a white gate over here.
I think we probably ought to go take care of the vampire.
Yep. I just wanted to take a look to see what's over there. Do I see that other vampire anywhere?
No, that other vampire has used some sort of hiding skill, and you can't find her. You look around, she's nowhere to be found.
Okay.
Well, we tell her to go take cover somewhere in a corner and stay out of sight so she stays safe.
She says, but just heal me, I can fight. She
Let's
says,
do that.
she's like, I'm not a damsel in distress, I can hold my own. I can help you.
Don't you have some healing, something or another?
All
right.
See what I can do.
So I'm putting her on the friendly faction to you guys.
I will do.
So now your aura will protect her as well.
I'm gonna do lay on hands, and I believe I can do 45. So you can give her 45.
She doesn't. She needs up to 12 because she has.
12?
Yeah, you
You
can see her hit point max now, and now that she's joined your faction.
Oh, cool.
So you can use anywhere
okay.
up to 5. So if you want to give her a full heal, you can use 12.
I'll give her 12.
So she once you heal her, she springs to life. She goes to one of the corners and digs inside the disgusting pile of corpses and stuff, and she takes out her crossbow.
How many does lay on hands do again? That's 5?
Man, how many did you do?
I know, he did like, I don't know why he did 12. I don't think it's meant to be. Lay on
did
hands
12.
does 5.
Lay on hand does 1 point per circle.
Oh,
So I have to do.
You can
12
choose
times.
exactly how many points you want to heal. In Baldur's Gate 3, they do it differently, but in D&D, it's supposed to be each point in lay on hands can heal 1 hit point. So Shalandra joins you for the moment.
You know, I wonder if my lay on hands actually went up when I gained a level, because I think it has to do with my level plus something.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna look real quick. It doesn't say. Oh, I'm at with a tool you can restore several numbers twice.
Paladin level 2.
Your paladin level times 5.
So you do
So
50
yeah,
once.
so I have 50. So
If you did it once, you healed her up.
no, because see, I got 45 circles. Now you don't have to fix it where I have 50 circles.
I think you do that and prepare, like we did last week.
Yeah, it's very tedious, obviously. Unless you have another way you want to track it, like in your notes tab.
I'll fix it. Yeah, I got it. Now I have 50.
Okay, let's go get the vampires.
Let's go.
Yepper.
Before that daylight expires.
So, you guys go up to this little corridor here, and it opens up to a sealed room. Just from where you're standing, from the bottom of the stairs, you can tell that the sealed room is a square room. In the center of the room is a raised platform with a coffin on it. Very thematic for a vampire, of course. I mean, it's obvious where the vampire's coffin is because it's right there in the middle of the room. If once Fantasy Ground stops lagging, I'll give you the rest of the description. Just why is it lagging to this? Okay.
So I cast the daylight on Dorlak's armor, so it'd be following him around, just to remind you.
So you before you step into the chamber, you look around, and all the walls, the stone walls, are draped in black silk. In mid-air, there are numerous dozens of these little black prisms just floating around in the air, slowly spinning. At the center of the room is the raised platform with that sarcophagus. The lid of the sarcophagus is slightly ajar, and you can see there's nothing but darkness coming out of that. Along the upper edge of the sarcophagus, you see a bunch of arcane glyphs, and you recognize this immediately. Thorana has told you about these glyphs. These are the communication glyphs. It's called something called a contact stone. If you activate these glyphs the way she taught you, you can contact Thorana, who's in the gatehouse right now. But you look around this room and something's not sitting right with you, just looking at it. Who wants to jump in?
Is there a rock or something I can throw in there?
Sure, you pick up a dismembered arm from the pit, and you chuck it in there. Nothing happens.
I'll go in.
Tiny, do you see any traps in here?
You can't. You can roll a perception. Whoever has the best perception, just from outside the room, to see if you can notice anything different in this room.
Let's see. I gave myself expertise in perception. Yeah, I have it. Well, I don't have. Wait a minute. Was I supposed to have expertise in perception?
I thought you said you was going to take it last week when you were building your
Yeah, when I was leveling up. Let's see, I gave myself persuasion, performance. And... I guess it didn't... remember. Okay, was it stealth that I gave myself expertise in as well?
That's what you was talking about.
Stealth and perception. Alright, well now I have a +9 to perception.
Well, I think you win.
Yeah, mine's 0.
Oh, that's a pretty good roll. Tiny, you look around the room and you notice that some of the tiles on a stone floor, some of them are not even. It's not a smooth stone floor. You suspect that there might be some traps going on with those tiles on the floor.
Probably a pressure plate.
Tiny will look at everybody and be like,
Meow meow.
Well, I just heard the meow meow and that was it.
am I cutting in and out again?
Well, just that first part of that sentence. You heard the meow meow, but we didn't hear the first part.
Alright, well she said to be careful around the uneven tiles, and she points them out.
Dolrak, you want to lead the way?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, Dolrak. Move up to your speed and then we'll figure out what happens.
Okay, so 15, 20. What was it, 30?
Dolrak, you stop there? Stop right there? Okay, you're over here.
Yeah, I was checking my speed.
Yeah, so you get up to here. Hold on. Ugh. Token is just giving... it's not behaving properly. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, alright. Yeah, let me see. There's something strange going on over here. Let me make sure that this is correct. Okay, it's correct. Dolrak, you step over here, and immediately pit opens up right beneath you. We got a dex save.
Did he step where Tiny told him not to?
Tiny, you didn't have enough time to specifically to point out every single, because a lot of these floor tiles are uneven. And you couldn't tell exactly which spot it was. All you could tell. So, Dolrak, I need a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I'm gonna take that with advantage. I'm gonna use inspiration.
Very well. $18. You manage to jump away from the pit as it goes off. You can go to either left or right of that pit. And you can finish your movement.
5, 10.
Dolrak, I need another dexterity saving throw. The pit opens up to a 20-foot drop with spikes. Dolrak, you managed to jump away from that pit as well. You can go to the left and right, or right of that. So, do you end your movement there?
Yes.
Okay, right after you end your movement, I need a wisdom saving throw.
That's 30.
You're rolling better.
Oh, that's not bad at all. So, you see these prisms start swirling and vibrating after you entered the room. One of the prisms shatter, but you appear to have saved from the effect of the prism. And Dolrak, I will allow you to go a full turn on this, so continue your turn. That was your movement.
Okay.
We got to be very,
Alright.
very scrupulous with every single part of the turn. That was your movement.
I'm going to, for my action, I'm going to use Bless. Where's it at? Okay. And I'm going to put, what is that? I go on 3 people?
Yeah.
At level 1, it's 3.
Okay. So I'm going to put Bless on myself. Tolan. And the new girl.
The new kid in town.
Yeah. And then I'm going to end my turn right there.
Okay. So we're going to actually continue with going down the initiative tracker, and I will have Tolan take a turn. Even though you don't immediately see any enemies, we'll still go through initiative turns because of the nature of what's going on in this room.
I got to take spells.
Here you we move up to here and look at look at these prisons. Can I see where these prisons are?
There are dozens of these prisms. They're floating in every little space all over the place, rotating, vibrating, moving around. You can potentially destroy 1 or 2, but you're not going to be able to get them all, even with an area of effect spell, because they're all over the room.
I will still use a fireball to try to take one of them out.
There's a whole bunch of them.
So
You just want to take one
Not
out?
fireball, firebolt. I know, just one at a time.
okay,
okay.
just fire the firebolt. These prisms have an armor class, so fire the firebolt. Uh, 13, you missed that prism. These prisms, because they're fast, that's why it's hard to hit them.
Okay. Seeing kind of the path that Dorak went on, I'll just come up to here and I'll stay behind Dorak and end my turn there.
At the end of your turn, please roll a wisdom saving throw. 27. One of these prisms shatter, trying to affect you, but you avoid whatever magical effect was going on with that prism. Doing okay so far?
Okay.
Okay. That's Tolan's turn. Anything else on your turn?
That'll be it.
Tiny, you're up.
Okay, being aware that this vampire was able to prod into Neris's mind, and that was what started the whole combat, I am going to cast Circle of Power.
Okay, you're bringing out the big guns now.
Oh yeah.
So, in this case, the Circle of Power is context specific. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to ask you to specifically target or untarget things in terms of magical effects. Because if one of these guys falls into a pit, that doesn't apply to your Circle of Power.
No.
But other magical effects will apply. So we're going to have to, you have those scripts with you. You have to individually target depending on what happens.
Okay. So what I'm going to do... And it would give me advantage on saving throws against magic stuff as well, right?
Yes. So when a saving throw against magic comes up, I'll tell you that your circle applies. But at least put the concentration on yourself for Circle of Power, just in case something breaks your concentration.
scroll back down to it. Circle of power, and come on, these magnifying glasses do not want to cooperate tonight.
You know what? I'll write in the effect just to make things easier. I'm
Okay,
gonna
thank
add
you.
effect. This is nothing but concentration. This is nothing but the concentration part of the effect. It won't do the advantage or anything, but this is just so we all know you're holding concentration on it. When the rolls come into effect, I'll tell you when it's relevant.
And then I'll follow Tolan and Dolrak in. And I think I'll just stay there and end my turn.
If you end your turn there, I need that wisdom saving throw. The circle of power does apply, so does Dolrak's aura, which is automatically applied.
And you said wisdom save, right?
It's a wisdom save. So you get to... The circle power does apply to this roll.
So I roll with advantage. Alright. Wisdom save. Alright.
Oh, that circle of power has dropped a 1, making you succeed on your wisdom save. One of these little prisms shatter, and you are not affected by whatever magic is inside the prism.
And that will be the end of my turn.
So, your new elf friend comes out. Now she's going to try to enter this room. And if I can only select her... Here, a second. So, as she walks into the room, she looks around and she says, "Be careful." He says, "His Ism has powerful necromantic magics." He says, "Undoubtedly there's a trap in here." She kind of just looks around and she slinks around the corner of the room. But because she also enters the room with the prisons, she is under... She is...
If she's 30 feet of me, she rolls.
Yeah, so she gets an advantage and a bless on a circle of power. She has to roll a wisdom save. She clearly makes that save. She draws her bow, ready to attack, with a readied action on any hostile threat. Naris, now it's your turn.
So you're considered we're into combat right now, right?
We're in initiative, but there's not anything to
Okay.
fight, so
Well,
think
I'm
of
just
it
thinking about spells and
yeah.
how long they last.
The reason I put us into initiative is because of the stuff with the traps. That's why we have to do this with initiative. But technically, there's nothing really to fight right now.
Right. Well, I'm going to use my scroll of mirror image.
Okay.
There, but put it on. Nice. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can only got 30, so I'll just follow her. Start following her, and I guess that's all I can do in my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, a wisdom saving throw. You have advantage with Circle of Power. And I think you have a bless. Oh, no, you don't
No,
have a
I'm
bless.
not blessed. He didn't bless me.
He didn't bless you. You weren't good enough to bless.
He's mad at me because I was the one that started the whole fight the last time.
Yes, that is correct. It was your fault. It was all your fault.
He didn't bless you because you didn't sneeze hard enough.
Okay.
You didn't have to put that in the tower, but you succeed.
Oh, okay.
You succeed on the save. One of the prisms shatter, and you are safe from whatever effect that prism shattering had. We are back to Dolrak.
Oh, I get it, because I didn't sneeze. I was a little slow on the uptake on that one.
I'm gonna place Gazoon Tide on you. So I'm going to move diagonally 5.
Dolrak, stop right there. I need a dexterity saving throw. You don't get advantage because it's not magical.
He's got a bless that counts, though, right?
The blessed will take into effect, yes. The blessed should work automatically.
It did.
Let me see. 19 is good. You have just jumped away from the pit. Hold on a second. I gotta find this pit. This is a little challenging for me to manage too, just because, you know. There we go. Dolrak, you may go to the left or right, or you can go that way. That's fine.
Okay, so it's 5, 10, 15.
Yep.
Now diagonal.
Okay.
20. And then I'm gonna go to my left.
Dolrak, another dexterity saving throw. There's a pit over there. Dolrak, you fail that save.
I'll use inspiration. Roll again.
You have to declare it before you roll.
Oh.
Dolrak, you fall into the pit. It is nasty and horrible. You fall into the pit with all these spikes inside, so you take both a huge amount of bludgeoning damage as well as piercing damage. 2d6 plus 2d12. Little combination.
Ouch. I'm dead.
You're not dead. But yeah, I think your bless went down.
Yeah, I lost bless.
No, you're not dead. Luckily, these, for whatever reason, Ism has forgotten to poison these spikes. Mainly because my script is failing, so... So spikes are not poisoned, so you're good.
You're hurt pretty good, though.
How far down am I?
20 feet. The pit is 20 feet steep drop. No handholds or footholds to climb out of. You're stuck there.
Okay.
At the end of your... well, is there anything else you want to do in this turn? I know you fell down, but you still have your action and bonus action you can do in your turn.
Well, actually... No, I'm good. No.
Okay, so
Complete my turn.
at the end of your turn, no, well, your turn's not done yet because you have to roll a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn. Now,
Okay.
let me look at some circle of power distance. You're out of the circle of power distance, so it's a regular wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. There's the Dolrak luck.
Yeah.
Dolrak, one of these prisms, one that is floating directly above your head, shatters, and from that shattered prism, a wraith appears. The wraith looks exactly like you. And the wraith is put into initiative. It's going to begin attacking once its turn is up.
It's down there in the pit with him, or?
It is directly above him, but it's a wraith.
Oh, it's floating. Okay.
Yeah, it's a floating wraith. And it is now in initiative and going to participate in combat. I believe right now is the wraith's turn. So the wraith, floating above you, now floats downward towards you. However, Dolrak, your shiny daylight spell affects the wraith.
There you go.
You're, luckily, but that's good news. The bad news is your daylight spell is contained inside that pit, so it's not helping your allies right now. So we got good news, we got bad news.
Well, it's got 60-foot radius. It ought to come out of the pit some anyway.
It comes out of the pit directly up. I mean, if you think about it logistically, it's like a flashlight going up right out of the pit. So you guys saw where Dolrak went down. The wraith is going to attack you, but has disadvantage because of the sunlight. Attempts a life drain on you. Disadvantage gives it a nat 1. Your copy, Dolrak, unfortunately does not get you. Tolan, you're up.
Did I see this?
Oh, you see it
Wraith
definitely.
come out of
The
the hole?
wraith. You see Dolrak fall into the pit, and then the daylight spell on Dolrak's chest now is shooting out of the pit like a flashlight. The wraith flies into into that light, and you can see the wraith is going there to claws out, ready to attack.
I will follow Dorex the thing, look down in the pit.
Yeah, you look down his pit and you see the wraith trying to claw Dolrak's face off.
Is it within melee or no?
No, both of them are 20 feet down.
I will cast a fireball at the wraith.
A fireball?
Bolt.
Okay.
Fireball.
Because I don't.
Fireballs on the mind.
Yeah, because I don't think. Yeah, I don't think there's a way you can angle it to not hit Dolrak in this situation.
I was really scared of it, and I threw it.
You hit Dolrak's wraith.
Okay. And then can I start getting like a rope out on my bed? Or is that an action?
I'm gonna have to charge you an action to do. If you have some sort of bonus action thing that can get help Dolrak out, but you know the help action, lowering a rope, that kind of stuff, I'm gonna have to charge you an action.
Alright, then that's the end of my turn.
Wisdom saving throw. You are affected by the circle of power. You're just on the edge of it, so you get advantage. That circle of power is really making a huge difference here. Did you roll with advantage?
Oh, it wasn't applied to me, so I guess
No. You have to do it yourself, just because I told Tiny not to put up the aura.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
I don't think that worked.
That's a double no. So despite the advantage from the circle of power, it is not enough to affect what's going on over here. What happened to... Why is my thing lagging like this again? Alright. So, one of these prisms explodes right next to you, and a wraith that looks exactly like Tolan pops out of this prism. You guys kind of get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
The wraith is rolled.
Better looking.
The wraith is rolled into initiative. That's the end of your turn. Tiny, you're up.
Okay, and I can kind of see what's going on between Tolan and Dolrak, so... should I stay?
Should I stay or should I go now?
Yeah, well... should I try to keep Neris and our new friend in my circle of power, or should I... You know what I'll do? I'm gonna go this way. And then if I can diagonal step here, no, that won't work. Maybe here, someone in line of sight of the Dolrak's wraith.
No, Dolrak's wraith is actually on top of his token. You can't see it. You can see, I'm sorry, I forgot to put down Tolan's wraith. You are in line of sight of Tolan's wraith. I just forgot to put it in
Dolrak wraith down in the pit.
Yeah, I didn't want to put the token on top of his token, so that's why I had to put it there.
Alright, well in that case, I'll back up a little bit. I'll walk over to here. Right? I don't know why is my token acting up? There we go.
All of our tokens have been acting up the whole time.
Perfect. And I'll target this guy. I will try to hit him with a firebolt. There we go. That's better. Just hit the attack button. So hit, and then damage. Should be what, 2d10? Oh, we'll see.
It might be even higher than that because of your level. No, level 11 is when you get the 3d. Level 10, you're still at 2d10. You do hit that wraith, but these incorporeal creatures, very nasty.
And then I'll end my turn.
At the end of your turn, I need a wisdom saving throw from you, Tiny. You do get advantage from the Circle of Power. Let's see how much mileage you can get out of the Circle of Power to avoid summoning a wraith for yourself. Oh, I'm sorry, Tiny. You get a little kitty wraith that comes out.
Oh, yes.
It shows up right next to you. And gets rolled into initiative. Shalandra looks around and says, "The longer we stay in this chamber, the more of these ghosts will appear."
Yep.
She takes... actually, she had a prepared action, so I'm going to first allow her to do her prepared action as that Tiny's Wraith shows up. That's a hit. I'm going to... she gets a second attack with a prepared action. That's a hit. And then on her actual turn, she says, "Rather than summon more wraiths, I will wait for you just outside the borders of the chamber." So she steps over here, where she can still help by firing arrows, but she won't be activating those prisms. And she does another 2 attacks on that wraith. One of them's a hit. So, ending her turn just outside the borders of the room's effect, she does not roll a wisdom. We go all the way up on initiative. To Toland's Wraith. Now, Toland's Wraith, because the sunlight is not in its vicinity, it gets to attack you normally. It attempts a life drain on you. Toland, it's going to hit you with an 18. You going to take it, or are you going to shield or do anything? Reaction?
I'm sorry, shield. Oh, shield.
You are going to shield?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you shield, your armor class goes up beyond what it can hit you, I think. Beyond 18, right? So that attack does not hit you. Naris, it's your turn.
Yeah, I am going to cast a spiritual weapon.
You already had the spiritual weapon from before, I think. I don't think you have to recast it.
I think
You haven't...
Off.
Have you even spent the amount of time for it to disappear?
No, I'm gonna have to check because
Because that thing follows you around.
It only lasts for. No, spiritual weapon lasts for 1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute, then you have to recast it.
Right,
I forgot,
that's
because
what I thought.
I keep thinking of Celasta, where it kind of follows you around for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Well, that'd be nice.
It would be, but it's kind of broken. All right, I gotta figure out how to resize this thing. like have it brought out resized.
Yeah. And I'll just go ahead and attack this wraith while he's sitting there. There we go. That's a hit. I cast it as a second level. Got off. And I got that. So I think I will do the same thing as my new buddy here, because we got enough to take care of. And I'll go ahead and pass my turn.
Okay, you ending your turn outside of the borders of this room. You do not have to roll the save. Dolrak, you are in the pit. You are prying yourself out of these spikes, bleeding profusely, with the wraith clawing at your face.
So, I'm not like at a disadvantage or anything?
No, actually. The
Okay.
wraith is at disadvantage attacking you because you still have that daylight spell on your chest.
Okay. So I'm gonna attack the wraith.
Yeah, the one that looks like you. It's he's right on top of you.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
hit.
a hit.
The wraith is resisting some of that damage, not the martial part of the damage. You notice that the wraith is partially incorporeal.
Okay. So I'm gonna do my second attack. And that was a 2. And end my turn.
You're gonna stay down in the pit.
Is there anything you can do to get out of that, or no?
You can try to climb out of the pit. It's going to be very challenging because there's hardly anything to hold on to. Without unless if somebody drops down a rope, it'll be easier. But you just climbing at it by yourself, it's going to be very tough.
Could he jump and grab a hold of the edges?
Well, the problem is his high jump is not going to be 20 feet.
Oh yeah.
So I can throw up a rope to Tolan.
Yes, but that will probably cost you an action.
Okay. Not a bonus action.
If you need like a misty step or something to get out of here.
I got a Misty Step. I mean, can I use
Oh,
that?
I didn't know you had a misty step.
That's a bonus
Yeah.
action.
If it's a bonus action, you can get out of there.
Misty step costs a
Oh,
bonus action. You can put yourself on the edge of any edge of this pit with a misty step.
Okay, well then I can ask
Bring the
Misty
light.
Step. And go there.
So now I'll put that wraith in that spot.
Okay, and
So
that's a
as
level 2.
Dolrak misty steps out of the pit, the daylight once again floods the chamber.
That's helpful.
All right, that's the end of your turn. You do not roll a wisdom saving throw because there is already a wraith with your face. Tiny's wraith is going to attack Tiny. However, because Dolrak has just rematerialized and shown his daylight all over the place, this wraith has disadvantage on attacking Tiny.
Okay.
The wraith attempts a life drain on Tiny. Misses. These wraiths only have one attack. Dolrak's wraith floats upwards out of the pit. to your level and then attacks you.
That disadvantage.
Yep. He misses. And we're up to Tolan.
Okay, I will cast Green Flame Blade and attack the wraith that looks like me,
Makes sense.
and say I'm better looking than you.
That's a hit.
And then Shooting Flame will run over to Dorax. Great.
Are you able to shoot flame on that through that distance? It doesn't have to be adjacent.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot! I forgot. My bad. It's I screwed up on that. Yeah, if you can take that damage off, they have to be within 5 feet.
Okay,
of
no problem. I'll readjust.
the creature that I hit, not 5 feet of me.
No problem.
Anyway, then I will continue to attack the wraith that's next to me. Then my wraith, and just do regular damage.
You
And
realize
then-
that even as you are attacking these wraiths, you think you're hardly doing any damage to them. They are incorporeal, and despite you, when you swing your weapons, your weapon goes right through it, and you're not sure how much damage you're actually doing to it. You realize that you might be just fighting this shadow forever with that attack.
With that attack. Alright. The wraith that's next to Dolrek can take an opportunity attack. I'm gonna move away from it.
Oh no, you attacked with mobile, so.
It only works against the creature I'm attacking.
Oh, against. Okay. He has disadvantage on his attack against you anyway, so. Unless he gets real lucky. He misses.
Okay. And then I forgot bonus action to activate my blade software. But anyways, alright. And I will move 1, 2, 3, 4. And
Tolan, I
Get ready.
need a dex save.
deck save.
Yeah.
Sure.
DC is
Oh,
13.
boy.
No advantage from this one. Tolan, you gingerly avoid the pit that you just walked across.
That's sprinting so fast.
You were going so fast and you're so blade songed that you stepped over the pit, and even though it activated, you didn't even fall into it.
I'm light on my feet, and that will be the end of my turn.
I'm having an issue just finding these damn pits. There we go. There it is. Oh, I'm sorry. I mistakenly passed by Tiny. It's your turn.
It's still my turn, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm in melee range of this wraith. And let's see. I think what I want to do... You know what? No, I'm just going to attack it with my rapier. My +1 rapier. Seem to move fast enough. Alright, there it is. I have him targeted, so I'm gonna... I hit him, so... And then I'll pass my turn.
Okay. Very nice. It's Shalandra's turn. Shalandra draws her crossbow, and she screams out. She says, I think I've seen Isam do this before. We can't keep fighting these ghosts. They are endless. You must end his life. Kill him. Stake his heart. And she takes out... she just happens to have a stake with her. I don't know why, but she does. Or she takes one of her arrows, breaks off the head of the arrow, and now it's usable as a stake. She looks at all of you. She says, here, someone take a stake and run it through his black heart. That's the only way we'll be able to stop these ghosts. I've seen this before. It's one of his powers. So she looks at you, all of you, to see who wants to take the stake and go stake his heart.
I mean, like, Dolrak's the closest, right?
Yeah, but he can't get the stake from her.
No, she's going to toss it. You're going to catch it. Assuming you can get that dex save, that roll, she's going to throw it to you.
Okay. Dexterity.
Oh, Dolrak, you're telling her to give you the stake?
Yeah.
I'm closer to the coffin.
One of you tell her.
Well, I mean, you got better dexterity, so.
So this is how she's going to use her action to break off one of her crossbow bolts and toss it to you.
All right. Do I just roll a raw dexterity check?
This is actually a sleight of hand. As she tosses to you, you got to snag it. Dolrak, I'm sure, is great at that, but I think you're a little bit better.
Okay.
I'd say. She should be anyway.
For good measure, I'm going to burn my last inspiration to give me advantage.
All right. Roll me a sleight of hand. He tosses it to you she skillfully tosses it to you. All you got to do is catch it. All you got to do is not fumble this roll. No problem. You catch the arrow, the crossbow bolt. The tip has been broken off, so it's usable now as a wooden stake. She says, run it through his black heart. This is the only way. That actually consumes her action, and then we go back on the top of initiative. Tolan's Wraith is... well, since Tolan went away, he's gonna just go and surround Dolrak. Still attacking at disadvantage from this sunlight. They hate the sunlight, and they want to kill you and get rid of your sunlight. Maybe drag your body into the pit so the sunlight goes away. But he's not gonna hit you with that. Neris.
Okay. Well, first I'll attack with my spiritual weapon. On the Tiny's Wraith.
That's a hit on Tiny's Wraith. You see the weapon just slices the Wraith in half and it reforms right afterwards.
Okay, and I will cast. Let's probably chill touch on the same. Nope, because I'm disadvantaged.
What do you mean disadvantaged?
Because I'm right beside it. Oh no, that's my spiritual weapon that's right beside it.
No, you're not.
Okay, then I will do that.
I'm afraid you're going to have to fail out of wizarding school because you attempted to apply necrotic damage to incorporeal ghost. It does it says resisted, but it did absolutely no damage.
Alright, well.
Wah, wah.
Hang my head. And pass my turn.
Dolorak.
I did do some damage only with my weapon, though.
Yes, you did.
So I am going to move. And take the chance of the opportunity attack. So I'm gonna move to here.
Actually, that won't occur in the opportunity attacks because you're staying in their range if you move there.
Okay.
You can move through these wraiths.
Here.
Oh, if you do that, you'll take one opportunity attack at disadvantage. Oh, now you take two opportunity attacks if you do that.
Yeah, that's fine.
One of these opportunity attacks going to hit you. So, you take the damage from the hit. 25 necrotic. Then you do a constitution save. You luckily succeed on the save. Here comes the second attack. Second attack misses. So Dolrak, you run over. Using your speed, you can climb. It's like less than 10 feet of a climb up to the altar. You climb up to the coffin. What do?
I'm going to. The lid's only partially on, right?
Lid is only partially on.
Then I'm going to use my strength and shove the lid onto the floor.
It takes no effort whatsoever. You go up there with a kick, and the lid just slides off. You look inside the coffin. It's not Isam. What do you think you see inside this coffin? You see a figure.
What I see?
No, I have to tell you, obviously. I'm the DM.
Well,
you see something completely...
Jim?
You see something absolutely and completely unexpected inside this coffin. It appears you have been fooled. It's not Ism in the coffin, it's somebody else. This person in the coffin is something you've never seen before. I'm going to write unidentified figure. The person inside this coffin is humanoid in shape, has this green, this kind of shiny green skin with spots on it. He's got pointed ears like an elf, and he's got a nose kind of pushed up into his face with a bizarre-looking shape. This is what he looks like.
Like a gargoyle?
Not really.
Orc.
Oh. You should recognize that, Paul, since you're playing Baldur's Gate.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. The player recognizes it. Thorlock, not necessarily. This is because you may have not seen it before. You can roll a history.
-1.
Well, you never know.
I'm sorry, Dolrak, you don't know what this creature is. The creature is sitting in the coffin, looks to be unconscious, but still alive and breathing. The creature is kind of breathing very heavily, appears to be in some sort of mental trance. He has his arms folded across his chest, and also on his chest is a shiny, powerful, evanescent silver sword that is kind of emanating this bluish glow. Clearly a powerful magical sword right across the creature's chest. The creature, however, is in some sort of bizarre trance and unmoving completely as you get up to it. It's not Ism. You saw Ism before. That thing was a vampire. Another thing, Dolrak, as you get up there, you look down into your pack, and a tier of Saloon is just going crazy. This thing over here is a chosen of Saloon.
Oh wow!
So we're gonna end it right here.
Oh,
Yeah, completely.
I was thinking that's what might be the case, but that's pretty cool.
Yes, you have a Gith Yankee here that appears to be a chosen of Saloon in the vampire's coffin. And this is where we'll end it for this week.